Hello and welcome to this edition of the All Things Wild Creature Feature, a series in which we talk about the amazing animals we get to share this planet with. And today I'm joined by a very special guest. Nora and I are out here taking in the sights of Lodale Lake Park, and there is a massive gathering of waterfowl here. So let's take a look, shall we? Now there are the usual suspects out here, ducks, geese, songbirds, but there are also some very interesting visitors that we have out here today. As you can see, we also have a pair of pelagic cormorants that have come in from their normal coastal homes following the San Joaquin River Delta and eventually the McCullough River up here to the lake. And where there is water, there are fish. Where there are fish, you can find cormorants. This little guy here is a common sight here. He is a coot, otherwise known as a mud hen. And they like to dive down to the lake bed and pull up seaweed and algae, and they eat that as well as invertebrates like underwater insects and snails. Even more cormorants roosting in the trees across the lake. I didn't see them when I came in. So there's got to be plenty of, seagulls. Stop it now. Yes, where there is water, there will be seagulls. So, now these are guys that we're a little more familiar with. Mallard ducks, one of the most common waterfowl species you'll find in North America. And because we're kind of in the middle, they don't necessarily need to migrate any further south, so they'll stay here. They still have cover, they still have food, and it doesn't get freezing, we don't get snow, so they're comfy. What do you think? Huh? Not too foul? Now this is quite the interesting gathering. These geese right here are actually African domestic geese, and they must have been released here because they are not native. Just like the ones in the background there are Toulouse geese that were domesticated in Europe and eventually made their way over to North America. This guy, on the other hand, he's a native species. That is the Canada goose. We talked a little bit about those guys when I was at the Magalia forebay. But they are native to North America, migratory waterfowl. And normally they're found in greater numbers. He's kind of lone out here, so I guess he's taken in with this lot. So we made our way over to the nature area, and boy, it is good to be back here. I haven't been here in a long time. But we're going to try and look for some other bird species because this is kind of turned into a bird watching day for us, huh? Huh, Sweet Pea? But I think it's a little too chilly out here. Yeah. But normally in the nature area you can find scrub jays and woodpeckers and finches and sparrows, all sorts of pretty little songbirds, but we're not feeling it today. So we're gonna go ahead and end this creature feature, kind of unconventional since we are out in nature, but hey, I like it, she likes it, we all like it. If you like the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't to the channel. What are you doing, Gooper? Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links are down in the description below. As always, this is Zach and Nora for All Things Wild. Have a wild day, everyone.